What's going on, guys? I'm back again. In this video, I want to talk about an article I seen via PlayStation Lifestyle. Now, this is talking about Game Pass and what's really going on, like with the gamers and stuff. And I think this article will shed some light on what's actually been going on, and also give some credence to what PlayStation has been saying about day one games on PlayStation Plus. So basically, this article talks about an interview that was, I guess, had with Jens Anderson, I think is his name. He's a design director for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. And he revealed in the interview that Machine Games had to base some of his design decisions on this player behavior. So Game Pass, is definitely something that has been controversy or has caused some controversy, and a lot of people have said, Game Pass, gamers don't buy games, they rent games. But you rarely hear them say that Game Pass players don't play games. So this is definitely something that's is interesting to me. Whereas though you have a game, I guess a design director talking about this, So basically, I just want to read this article. It's from PlayStation Lifestyle, and also get into what the design director basically said. So I'm going to just read what was on PlayStation Lifestyle and what they took from that interview, and also read, quote what Anderson said. So basically, Game Pass user behavior supports Sony's stance on PS Plus Day One games. Speaking to the game business, Anderson revealed that Indiana Jones devs were cognizant of the fact that a large number of players will be trying out the game due to its launch on Game Pass. And because subscribers largely tend to jump in and out of games within minutes, Machine Games had to ensure that Indiana Jones had a stronger onboarding process to get more people to stay. Now that's interesting. If you listen to what they said, basically, or what he basically said that gamers on Game Pass tend to jump in and out of the games within minutes. So basically, they try the game, they play it for a little bit, and then they stop playing the game for whatever reason. I don't know. It's not really stated here. Um, but, it continues. So here's his own personal quote. So he said, as for Game Pass, we know the behavior of players. They jump in for 5 minutes and they jump out. Anderson explained. You can take a certain amount of decisions based on that, but at the same time, you don't want to make too many concessions. It needs to be a great game for the player who plays all the way through. So I mean, that says a lot. So not only are they saying that, you know, and I wouldn't say they, but I think a lot of people say that Game Pass players or Xbox gamers don't buy a game, they rent games. But you have a design developer or director basically saying that they don't even play the games for long. So all the games that they have on Game Pass, they rarely play them. I would expect that they would say maybe, play it for an hour or something and then they stop. But within minutes, like 5 minutes. And this is somebody that's in the know because they're actually, a game designer, or design director, I'm sorry. So, and this is, at Machine Games. So this is basically somebody that's, in the know of what's going on. So they would know if people are playing the games, on Game Pass. So I don't know what will come from this. I don't know if anybody will make a big deal about it, but it definitely says a lot. So what is going on over there in the Xbox community where y'all have these games on Game Pass and y'all tout Game Pass so much and y'all build up Game Pass so much that you would think it's the end all to be all, but at the same time you're not taking advantage of what y'all consider the best deal in gaming. You're not even playing these games. And not only you're not playing these games, you're not buying them fully. So if you talk about supporting devs, I don't see how are you supporting devs if one, you're renting the game, so you're not really buying them. So the amount of money that these devs are making on Game Pass is nothing compared to as if they was just selling them, at full price. And then to top that all, you're not even playing these games, for 5 minutes or more than 5 minutes. So say if it's a live service game, you're only playing for 5 minutes. Excuse me, where these games require you to spend more time. They require you to stay in the game longer. So and to buy things. But if you're only playing for 5 minutes tops, and that might not be every game, but just the fact that you have a design director talking about this in one of their games is amazing. Like, and I heard a lot of Xbox gamers, you know, brag about Indiana Jones and how great of a game it is. But you have a design director saying that you only play majority of you only play 5 minutes of the game, which is crazy to me. So I don't know if it's just this console war thing, you just want to have something to brag about, but the numbers showing that you really don't play games. It's just maybe some of you are not really gamers. You just want to be in the thick of the mix and like the drama that's going on. I don't know, but it's just amazing to me. So, yeah, you can definitely go check out the article in its full entirety on PlayStation Lifestyle, and also, check out the other article with the full interview. So yeah, also the editor of the article on PlayStation Lifestyle is Zamina Khan. So check her out. She's doing a great job, and just tell me what you think about this. This is kind of crazy just to see that this is coming out from an Xbox. I guess you want to say somebody wanted Xbox under the Xbox umbrella, and they're working for a studio that has made an Xbox game. Um, so yeah, just tell me what you think in the comments. Please like and subscribe. If not, that's okay, but it's free always to do. And on to the next one. I'm out.